see if it's anything.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's P leader.
To look for him. Don't let him escape!
I've got to stay clear of the door.
True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you where they can't be.
They're using a fucking knockback! God! What did you do?
We can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Setting up my turret. Gotta fix that turret. Putting up the fire.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think close the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You slot yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial. Thank you. Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and you guessed it, another skill build video today, but this time around it's not gonna be a healing build. It's more for those who do PvE. I occasionally do PvE when I need to, like, apparel events, or when I need certain like pieces if I want to farm Lincoln Memorial. Not very fan of the summit though, but it's still useful as a summit as well. So I came up with the idea a long time ago. This is a build that I have on my stash. I did it around title date 9, if I believe. It came with the concept of having a dilemma skill build. Now, at that point in time, I didn't have the right pieces. They were a little mixed up, but slowly I've been getting the right pieces, so I was able to get the yellow one to the one with the right attributes, so I can roll the 40 as yellow. And now with the release of the capacitor, it makes this build even stronger, because not only I don't have to necessarily put reds for weapon damage, the capacitor gives me 7.5 for each skill tier. Okay, so that's a bunch of weapon damage there, and also it has a lot of crit damage. So with the stats of this build, I have 57% of crit chance. I can max out, but I feel like I'm gonna be doing overcap, so I think it's not worth it. So I rather went for stacking more crit damage. And for skill, we're having 165. I think it's amazing. For the pieces, I have the mask with crit damage. I haven't maxed out this build yet. It's not the builds that I use very often, so I'm optimizing the builds that I use most of the time, like my healing builds, my main skill builds. I'm done with 2 of them. Now I'm working on my healing build. So after I finish, then when I have materials to spend, I'll finish up this build. So I have 4 dilemma, of course, and then the backpack, because I want that damage that the dilemma does 100%. So when I crit, all the enemies will get the 100% crit damage. Now, most people say, "Oh, but the skills don't crit." True, they don't crit. However, the reason why dilemma kind of sucks for PvE is because a regular red build is that dilemma draws a lot of aggro. So sometimes it's very challenging. And you know how the NPCs are in this game. They have perfect accuracy. They don't miss a grenade. They come from unexpected areas and they screw you up, right? Because they had the best builds on the game. So you draw that aggro, and it's hard to like be efficient in marking the targets. So with having the turret and drone, it creates this distraction to the NPCs that they're gonna start shooting your skills instead, so you can comfortably mark them, as you saw in the gameplay that I posted before explaining the build. So you can confidently mark them, tone them down, and be more proactive. Now in the chest, I have a wyvern. You can also use Fenris if you have a good roll. I haven't got lucky yet, so as soon as I get one with the right rolls that I can roll yellow or maybe a backpack, then I'll switch it up. But this still does the job. I'm using Spark because I cannot use Spotter. Spotter would be another great option, but capacitor, you cannot put that little target. The drone does pulse, but it pulses only the enemy that is attacking, so it's not gonna be all of them. So I rather have Spark. You can also go with glass cannon as well. The only problem, I'm not a very fan of glass cannon in PvE. I get pissed off. The NPCs are ridiculous in this game. So most of the time, sometimes you just pick up and you're already almost dead because you didn't notice the NPC that were fire in the back. So you can use glass cannon. You feel comfortable glass cannon in PvE, that's fine. I'm not very fan of glass cannon in PvE, so I rather do Spark. The purpose of the build is to have fun while having a unique turret and assault drone, not that typical rigger bullshit, which I think is trash if you ask me. Or the other decent one. I have another decent one with the Empress and regular pieces. I think this is way more fun. It's way more proactive. It's less sedentary. That you don't have to okay, let me just pull my drone in turret and then go AFK. I'm not very. I despise that kind of gameplay. I feel like it's very non-skill. I'm more aggressive with my skill. Whoever watching my stream when I'm doing PvP, I win some people's faces. I cannot be in cover. I'm very impatient, but I know how to make my plays. So with this build, I feel like I can be very aggressive and at the same time do a lot of cleave damage. Because all the crit damage that I have. So then I also have Seska that I was lucky enough to get a piece with 2 yellows maxed out. I feel like if I had a crit damage instead of skill would be better, but this is what I have right now. Eventually, if I get the piece that drop with the same attributes but with crit damage in crit and skill damage, I'll be more than happy to slap it on in there. Then secondary, I have the Super 90 with Future Perfect, and the reason why I use a shotgun because, like I said, I have a very aggressive gameplay, so most of the time I'm very close to the NPC to just hit up a headshot with the shotgun and get that Future Perfect, so you can overcharge yourself, do more damage. And the beautiful thing about this, even though I don't have most skill damage on my pieces, I'm regaining part of that skill damage while maxing out my capacitor, which is basically 1.5 skill damage for 40 times. Okay, so that's a lot of skill damage there. And also, again, the 7.5 weapon damage per is skill there. If synergies perfectly with this build, feel free to slap down the capacitor. You don't have the capacitor, you can use any weapon that has instinct. I guess test subject might do the job as well. Or if you want to use spotter, you can use like FAL with the spotter and instinct, and also it could do the job. The damage will be there. So that's that, and that's it. I show you the gameplay. I think it's a very unique build. Try it. It's kind of hard to get it on, just for the fact that, you know, it's hard to get maxed out attributes so you can roll the core attribute. But like I showed you in the gameplay, it's very fun, it's very proactive, and it's something different that nobody, I can guarantee you, nobody has this out there. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in the section below. Hit that subscribe button, it's free. Feel free to follow me on Twitch, twitch.com/GamerNesto. I stream most of the nights, so I hope to see you guys there. Peace.